So we're here today with Max and Mateo. You guys are in a band called WEP, right?
We are.
Yes.
So I just want to start off by saying you guys are definitely the two youngest people we've had on the show so far.
Oh, really? Yeah.
You're also definitely in the largest band we've kind of talked about so far in terms of number of people, right? Mm-hmm. So current update, how many people are in this band?
Wow.
We have 7 people in the band.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got we have like all the standard rock instruments. We got like a bass, guitar, drums, and vocals, and we also got some weird guys. Like we got a piano, violin, got trumpet in there, and sometimes while I sing, I'm playing some samples on my phone as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did you get into like doing such a large band, right? Like this is not a normal thing.
Yeah, well, it started as Mateo's kind of solo project back in grade 9, and then I found out about it, and I was like, hey, we should like put some like people together, get a band going, play together. But a lot of the music on that album requires, violins and trumpets and this. So then he was like, all right, well, now I'm gonna have to go out and pick people to play the music, and then it just kind of evolved into 7 people.
I was like, when I was making the album, I wasn't thinking about performance. It was kind of just like, oh, I got some like spare time on my hands. I'll just do something for fun.
Yeah.
So I just kind of really like ran with it.
Well, it's funny how the things that you do just for fun often turn into like really big projects that take a lot of your time,
for sure.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, talk about more like the genre of this thing. Like, what are you guys doing? Because like a lot of the people in like the high school band kind of scene are doing like the metal thing, the punk thing, and you're going in a very different direction than everyone else, right?
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, it's interesting because the first album, if you listen to it, it doesn't sound a lot like what we do now. I think because when we realized, like, when we got all these people together, we can kind of do a bunch of styles. So it's not really one, it's kind of like a fusion. Okay. There's, like, some pop influences, some, like, hard rock influences, even some jazz. Like, we have some songs that'll have some, I guess, unique chords in them. So it's kind of just a fusion of, like, pop, jazz, and rock combined.
So what it is, like, originally when I was working on the first album by myself, my, like, favorite artist of all time at that time was, like, AJR, and I was listening to all that kind of, like, pop, a little bit of electronic stuff, but I also had a huge like rock influence because my dad made me listen to all the time. And then Max over here is a metalhead, so when we got together,
I've played in like the local scene metal bands here and there,
So when we started working together, then we started getting a bit heavier of a sound, but still like it's kind of like everyone in the band brings their own element and their own influences to it. So what makes us really like unique and special.
Well, so can you talk a little more about how that works with the fact that like it started as your project?
Yeah.
So like your vision is kind of the one that comes first, in a way, no?
Well, I think when we're working on the songs, like performing the songs from the first album, I really try to get to sound exactly like how it did and what I envisioned back then. But now when we're writing new things together, it's kind of just a collaborative project and we're all just in together.
Yeah, I think a lot of the songs we work on, none of them are really the same. I guess like a lot of it's kind of like different genres, but they all sit under one roof. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So talk a bit more about like production and how you're doing that.
That's this guy's job.
Yeah?
That's not my wheelhouse.
Yeah. Well,
So what, it was like you started off doing like the Scarlett interface kind of at home deal? Or was it like you had access to some more kind of nicer equipment than that?
Yeah, well, my dad, Juan Coronado, is a audio engineer.
Ah.
So he, so when I was little, I just went downstairs and played with this stuff. Got a little mad at me, but then he learned that I learned how to use it. So I started off using that, but then a lot of times he's down there recording clients and stuff. So I just built a little studio in my bedroom and started producing things up there with a little Scarlett interface.
Yeah.
A little bedroom microphone.
That's all you need.
Yeah.
Well, and it's one of those things that like it really stands out when you have good production, right?
Sure.
Yes.
Like that's because in the world of like video that I'm coming from, right? Like you can tolerate cell phone quality video if it doesn't sound terrible.
Yeah.
But if it sounds terrible, like it doesn't matter. You can use this camera, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Well, there's actually it's funny you mention that. Literally, I think yesterday I was mixing one of the songs for the new album that we're working on right now, and I have so many different like files on my phone. It's like mix number 1, mix number 2, and I'm just like spending all day.
Mix number 3, final.
Final,
yeah,
master.
exactly.
This is the one. Choose this one. Yeah. And I think I finally got it, but what it is it's really easy to notice if anything's weird because the industry, everything always has that really like pristine sound, and there's no like there's no like cell phone quality like equal in the audio industry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and it's one of these things that because you came up in a family where like audio engineering was something you would talk about and like listen to, you understand the terms that people in the industry are using for stylistic things that you're doing with it, right? Do you know what I'm kind of pointing at here?
Yeah, I think it's really weird because I almost feel like imposter syndrome whenever I'm talking about this kind of production stuff, because I really work on it just really emotionally is how I mix and try to get to feel something. I don't try to be like, oh, this guitar needs to be super clean or it needs a little bit more fuzz or anything. It's just, I just try to get the mix to feel the way I want the song to feel.
Well, and it's just because when you get into like the deeper things of like talking about compression or EQ on stuff, like it's very subtle, and unless you've had someone explain to you how to do it, like I struggle with this stuff, right? I'm in the industry.
Yeah.
No, and I mean like the imposter syndrome that you're mentioning, it's a funny thing because I think in the world of sound, it's always going to be there.
Yeah.
Because then you'll see two like industry pros arguing with each other about something that's like, I can't hear the difference.
Yeah, for sure.
Right?
Yeah.
You're like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
But then you're like, okay, so these two clearly know more than me. But it's more of they've just zoned in on a particular thing that they're trying to have a conversation about, right?
Yeah. And Max, you know a little bit about audio engineering too, yeah?
A little bit. Well, see, where I struggle, that's where this guy comes in, is I can write stuff, and I'm like, man, I like that idea. But before we even met, I would, like, want to go to record something, and I'd spend, like, 3 hours just trying to figure it out, and I'm like, this is not my jam. I'll write for you, but it's good to, like, be with him because he knows what he wants to hear. He can get it done on the computer, and I don't get frustrated.
Yeah. Well, and that's, like, the separation between songwriting and production. Right? That's like an important thing there, right? Yeah. But like, so how do you guys among yourselves decide where the line is between like it's a production issue or it's a songwriting issue?
Well, I feel like we always try to get like what we want to hear out of the song first. We'll jam forever until we think, okay, we like this. What can we do to it? And then when we finally, I guess, kind of realize like, yeah, we want to record this, it's up to Mateo to really kind of craft it into our image.
Well, I think that if a song isn't good without layers and production and all that stuff, it's not a good song.
Right.
If you should be able to play it with just like a little acoustic guitar, sit down.
Yeah, that's important. I think my dad told me once, if you can't sit around like a campfire and play it, it's like you can add all the effects you want to it. It's not going to be.
Yeah, like if the stripped back version doesn't work, then the whole thing won't work.
You can polish it, but if it's not a good song, it's not a good song.
That being said, though, you can take a bad song and make it the best version possible.
Right.
That. And what I like to do is I try to mix a little bit of that and still have a good song with some production that's not taking away from it, but really just like kind of adding to the experience.
Well, and that's the thing in the world of like professional production of when you start doing someone else's song, right? Not your own. Doesn't matter if you actually like the song or not.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right? Like the guy's paying you. All you're doing is making it as good as you can make it.
Yeah.
Right? It'd be better if you loved everything you work on. I mean, you work towards it, but like, right?
Yeah.
But like, so in terms of your process, when you start recording, like, what do you do first, second, and third?
Well, I mean, this is kind of new for like the rest of the band to be involved on the writing process, but so far it's just kind of come about like we'll be watching a movie and there'll be an acoustic guitar and someone plays something and they go, hey, I like that. Let's build on that, and then
I'm gonna steal it.
Exactly. You know, you get in the room and you play it, and it's just like, hey, add piano to this and add this, and it just kind of builds up and builds up and builds until it's finally like structured, and then that's when it can finally, I guess, go into the studio.
So we have like a little jam session, and then sometimes I'll just be like still doing stuff like I did with the last album and writing stuff by myself and just recording things for fun in my free time. And sometimes Max will come with a sick ass riff when we're watching Scream, and then we'll be like, yeah, let's go downstairs and record it. But usually what I like to start with is tracking the whatever the chorus progression will be. I like to build everything around that because I think that's where that's where like the emotion in the song comes out, is with the progression, and then do the melody, and I kind of build on top of it. I usually like to throw some drums on top of it after, and then base the bass line off of my kick pattern.
Okay.
And it's kind of just stacking things on top of each other. It's almost like I don't know. It's kind of just like building a song from scratch. Like at they do those concerts, like okay, now we got Johnny on the drum.
Yeah.
We got, like
But it's like every time I've gone down this road, you always get stuck on the what to record first, second, third, right?
Yeah.
Like, do you want to start with the drums? Do you start by writing lyrics and then figure a song out that works with the lyrics? Do you do guitar for like? There's a lot of options that are no one way is fully correct, right?
I think for me, it's the first thing I record is always whatever inspired me to go down and record.
Yeah.
Right? And then I kind of just, I hear the other instruments in my head and the other layers, and I'm like, oh, this is what I need, this is what I need. Sometimes I have too many ideas at once, I write them all down, I just record them in the order I hear them. But generally, it'll go chords, so either guitar and piano, and then drums and bass is what I like to do.
Okay.
Yeah. What did we do when we were recording that song? We recorded something recently.
Okay, so I think we had like MIDI drums just to follow the guitar riff.
Sure.
Because one of our buddies, he came up with the riff. He's actually the trumpet player for the band, but he plays a little guitar on the side, so he wrote something. We were like, yeah, we jammed it. Cool, we'll go record it. So he played that, and I played that to like just a MIDI track. And then, do we have bass?
I feel like it was bass.
I think it was bass next. Yeah, we went bass, and then we went in and did drums.
But for that one, I wrote the melody and the lyrics before we even began tracking, which usually isn't what I do. Usually we record all the stuff, and I'm like, okay, what am I hearing in my head right now? And I just hop in and figure something out.
Yeah. Well, and it's like you might try something that doesn't work, right?
Yeah.
God forbid.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like usually when we get frustrated doing that, we'll just like, all right, take a break, because like if you're working in that mindset, it's not going to get better. You need to, I think, step back sometimes and just let it breathe, go back with fresh ears.
That's such a great thing to hear, because I know a lot of musicians that are in the headspace of like, no, we're not a band until we have an album, so we need to finish an album like today.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, calm down. Like if you're not having fun, it's not going to sound fun.
Yeah.
Right?
What's the number one rule? You gotta have fun.
Right.
Gotta come in the moment. Like our best songs are just like, we're hanging out and we get a little inspired.
Yeah. But then with that said, if you start kind of moving up in the world of things and you start booking studios, you've got a finite amount of time to do it, right? That's more about just getting the tracks done, and then mixing and everything comes later, right?
Yeah.
Of course.
I think about I think last month we finished recording everything for the next album. But it's just like I've been spending like every single day like 5 hours after school just going through all the songs. I'm like, oh, this sounds perfect. I think it's ready. And the next day I check the mixes and it's like, And it's really just a process of like refining it. And honestly, I don't think you can ever get it perfect. But then if it's perfect, it's not art.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and like different people have different definitions of perfect, right?
Oh,
like you hear about who was it? Like some big artist, like a Taylor Swift or someone like that.
Yeah.
Okay, we're back with better audio quality now.
All right.
I'm an idiot. Okay, no, but what I was saying was like you hear about bigger artists releasing multiple mixes of one song.
Oh, really?
Well, and like usually it ends up being that there were two different recording engineers who had different opinions about something, right? But like sometimes you'll listen to them and I can't tell the difference, right?
Exactly.
But like someone cared enough to spend the money to release it twice.
Yeah.
Right? It's a really funny thing, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think what's cool about our band is since we like record, produce, engineer, and master everything ourselves, we kind of like there's no conflicting opinions with the artists because we're doing everything. So we can all just figure out what we like as a band, and whatever we make will always be what we wanted it to sound like with no other like external opinion. It's just the raw art.
Okay. So you said you brought a couple samples you wanted to talk about today, right?
Yeah.
You got samples ready?
I got a couple songs from the new album that we haven't, I don't think, played anywhere yet.
Not yet.
Yeah. All right.
Soon though.
We're doing a start with. Do you want to start with I Think I'm or My Friends and Me?
What are you feeling today?
Feeling I Think I'm.
All right.
Actually, you know what? You did a lot on this one. Let's talk about this
All
one.
right, sure.
We were talking about this one today a little bit. So this one is the title track of the album. And this is also now the album name announcement. It's my friends and me and what I see on TV. So this song, I remember we were downstairs jamming it, and then Max is like, "Oh, Mateo, what are you gonna call the album?" I'm like, "I don't know. What's it about?" I was like, "It's a little bit about like me and my friends. It's like some stories are from what I saw on TV. It's just a bunch of like a compilation of some cool stories I thought would be fun to write songs about." And Max was like, "Well, shoot, that's an album name."
Yeah, like, hey, that rhymes. He was like, "Wait."
So then we wrote the song right after that. And this was the one we were jamming downstairs with our trumpet player on guitar.
Yes.
Just hanging out, yeah. This is working, let's see.
Should work, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
So this one, I wanted to start it with like a very like acoustic little campfire feel because that's how it was when we wrote it and that's how it felt. But then all the WEP songs have some pretty cool production, so you'll hear that in a second.
We got frustrated though recording the acoustic guitar, so we had to take a little like McDonald's run. we came back though, and it kind of worked out.
Yeah,
So
just needed some fries and we were good. Oh, what the heck happened?
Goddamn Bluetooth.
right. Oh, speaker
Did it die?
Did it die or turn off?
Gosh, I got a charger.
You see, now I don't feel as bad about this.
Exactly. You know, I wouldn't either.
Oh, it's full battery. What the heck?
Is it?
Yeah. Strange.
It knew you were listening.
Yeah. Had one job. Max, why don't you talk a little bit about the song while I get this going?
A little bit of the song? Yeah. Well, this song, I think it really shows what the band's become over the last year. Because everything else, it hasn't had as many layers as this. It hasn't had, as much of everybody contributing to it. Okay. So I think this is kind of what you could call a culmination.
This is all
of what we've been working on.
Together. Yeah. There you go. We're not. What the heck?
There we go. There you go. There you go. So yeah.
And it's you singing on this, right?
He sings,
Yes.
I wish I could sing.
This song took me so long to write. After we were jamming it out, I had to we filmed
we
the
kind of passed
chorus.
it off to you for the lyrics, so
We filmed the chorus, and I was spent a week what do I say in the song? What's it about? What's the melody?
So this one, the music came first and then lyrics were later?
Yeah, for sure. And, you see, the lyrics are pretty hard to write for this one, yeah?
Oh, yeah, because I had no clue what to write.
Yeah, no, it's
to have the album name.
exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, it happens different because, we did another song where he was writing them as we were writing the song, right there. But then this one we had, the song done, weeks before.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny how a lot of songs kind of stay in that instrumental stage for, a while before you figure out what you want to do with it, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's kind of the story behind this one.
Okay.
I remember how long it took us to record this chorus.
Recording the chorus? Yeah, the chorus, and you think it'd be, you could get it in one take with the acoustic guitar, because you're just strumming a couple campfire chords. It's not too bad.
But you want every chord to sound the same.
Yeah, and, when I play it, I always get a little frustrated. It's you have to get the acoustic chords to sound exactly how you want them.
Right.
It's such a simple thing, but in a way it's not, because you gotta get, you hear it in your brain how you want it, and to execute that just perfectly in one take, it's really kind of a challenge, even though it's not a technical part, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Well, and that's a legit practice technique of record yourself and listen to it.
Do you
notice where you're consistently doing something different, right?
I also remember we really hated the sound because you don't own a lefty guitar and you're a lefty guitar
Or a lefty
player.
acoustic guitar.
Yeah,
Yes.
a lefty acoustic
I don't
guitar,
own a lefty acoustic, so we were trying it with the electric. It wasn't working. So then he brought an acoustic.
It took me
I had
so
to
long.
teach him it there.
No.
And then he was trying it, and yeah, man.
Because I'm not a guitar player. I play guitar, but I'm not a guitar player, so it took me a second to figure it out.
Yeah. We got it, and worked out.
And then this next part here, you'll hear where the WEP production comes in. So we have our trumpet players and violin.
This is kind of his magic.
Yeah.
Production world.
That's Annalise Grennan on the violin, Logan Sullivan on the trumpet. Yeah.
This was one of my first times hearing it too. I heard it in the car the other day. I was like, oh yeah, I didn't know you did that.
Oh yeah, I haven't sent you the final mix.
Yeah, you have not sent me the mix. I'm not involved much in like figuring out production because it's just not what I do. But I mean, yeah.
But I think when you have a violin in the band, there's a temptation to use it for the whole song.
Oh yeah.
But like, it's much more impactful when you do short bursts.
Because
like
people,
that, right?
it makes it more special, you know, when you hear it just once and you're like, oh, I want to hear that again. And you finally do, and you're like, yeah.
That's something I took from AJR. I was talking with them before. They have like a violin player that plays in like maybe 2 of their songs. It's like the coolest thing, but they don't use it all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes though, we'll have Annie support the chords, and it's really helpful in live performances.
So yeah.
And think we haven't finished the song. I think I want to add a couple more sections. This is a little demo because I wanted to see if this would be the one for the album.
Yeah. So we'll see how it goes.
Should play the whole thing. Let's play the whole thing.
You want to play the whole thing?
Yeah, why not?
Sure. I don't even think I've heard the whole thing yet. So we'll see.
So something I did with the song which is really interesting is I felt like I wanted to do something really big for it. So we asked a bunch of our friends that sing to come together and do a little choir for this song. And I arranged sheet music for the first time, and it's this.
We go to a performing arts school up the road, so you know you can find your people that you need to record stuff.
That's the cool thing, is like, when you get out of high school, you stop having access to this many people that like are just into music, right? Unless you go to music school.
Music school,
right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So I think we're gonna add a couple like solos, feature some other members of the band.
And I think we even talked about like a big percussion extravaganza or something.
Okay.
But just a little bit of a rough demo there.
Like, sounds incredible for a DIY song that you mixed and produced yourself, right?
Thank you. Yeah. I think the production, we want to do a bit more with the production. I think after this we wanted to do what was like a big like timpani breakdown something.
It might be a timpani. You gotta ask our like music teachers. Like,
hey,
we're
a timpani.
We're gonna like borrow your music room and record some stuff. Is that cool?
Right.
You know what I mean?
I was gonna bring my studio to school, but then there's a couple like competitions that were like due around the same time for songwriting. So I was like, let's just finish this up, get a demo going so I can send it off to them, and then we can just take the song and run with it, make it like a 9-minute song or something.
Yeah. Well, like the version that you release on your recording does not need to be the version that you play live long term, right?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
I think that's what's cool when bands kind of they take their songs but they turn it into a jam.
Yeah.
You know, it's
well,
not
and it
like
rewards fans who have heard the song 20,000 times with like a slightly different version of it that's still authentic, right?
Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was the first time we played that song.
First
for
time,
anyone.
yeah.
It was first time.
First time I finished hearing the songs. Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah.
Our bass player actually, she sings on one of the harmonies at the end there because she's actually an incredible vocalist as well. So it's very cool. A lot of people in the band all play probably at least 2 instruments, I'd say.
Yeah.
So it's always cool. You get other like inputs like that.
Yeah, like for example, like we have a show coming up soon where our bass player Lauren, since she's a singer as well, we just gave her a couple songs to sing, and I hop on the bass and we do a little trade.
Okay.
That's really fun. Yeah, we're doing a cover of "Where's My Husband" by Ray.
Yes.
It's like the hardest song to sing ever, and she can do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
it's really fun, and well, it's like everyone in the band is like a multi-instrumentalist, right?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm, for sure.
It's really
Gives you lots of options, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Well, and like the ability to, if you wanted to, do like 3 guitars on one song.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? Or like you have options to change instrumentation between songs that other bands just don't.
Yeah.
Right? Because if you have 2 guitarists, that's all you've got. Right?
Well, even like writing one of our songs, our trumpet player Logan, he played guitar for it. Mateo played bass, and I played the drums.
Oh yeah.
So that kind of gave me an opportunity to like feel my way around the kit, and it was really cool.
Yeah, that's another.
Seeing what we could come up with, not playing the instrument that is like comes easiest to us.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think we were even like over for like a band purpose. I think we were just like hanging out and like we were like going out to the movies to see Scream 7, and we came back to my.
We came back.
Yeah.
It was like 11 at night or something, and we just played anyway.
Neighbors didn't love it, but it's fun.
Oh, mine don't love me either.
I used to get complaints on the door like,
Well, I live in an apartment with a guy
Oh,
on the other side.
yeah.
Oh,
So No, it's acoustic only after certain hours.
Yeah,
you know?
Oh yeah.
That's still loud enough though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And we got another song. I think we can play a snippet from. It's our song's coming out on May 17th. I think it's called I Think I'm.
This one was kind of a bit of like a surprise to me too. He just came to me. He was like, "Hey, I got a new song." I was like, "What?" He was like, "Yeah, here, listen to it." And I was like, "Whoa, okay."
Yeah, we talked to the band same day.
Talked to the
right?
band on the day that we, I heard it, and so far, I think it's pretty cool.
All right, let's have a listen.
I remember we had everyone record on this one, right?
Mm.
Yeah, we found it.
Do you have the mix that you just did for it?
Yeah, this is a song that I was spending like the last week or so.
He's been trying to
Just
figure out
trying
what
to
mix he
mix
wants
it.
to do.
This is what I like right now. I don't know if it's gonna stay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All my friends are having fun, or am I crazy?
It's got a different feel to it.
Yeah.
He might be the one.
So this vocal, I put like a little telephone effect on it because it's kind of like try to write from the perspective of like a friend calling another friend, being like, "Oh, I don't know about this girl," you know.
Right. It's actually cool. See, I wouldn't think of that. That's why he's got to do all that stuff, right?
Well, like, because guitarists kind of fixate on their effects.
Oh,
a lot,
yeah,
but
yeah.
you forget every instrument has
Yeah.
effects you can put on it, right?
Oh, yeah,
And like
absolutely.
what's appropriate when and
Yeah,
for what reason,
for sure.
right?
Like it's easy to figure out where you want to put, I don't know, maybe like a wah or like
Right.
a delay, but for other things, it's like sometimes I'm like, whoa, I heard that.
Well, and then there's like the heavy distortion and wah on everything.
on
Kind of.
everything.
Like, don't do that.
Yeah, no, you can't be a one-trick pony with it, I think, because you
Yeah.
get a little boring.
This section here, I took off the EQ thing to make it a bit more like, oh, now he's like hearing
Now it's
his
like, oh, we're
thoughts.
off the phone and I came into the room
Yeah.
and we're talking
Yeah.
about it or whatever, right?
And then this chorus right here, we had a band rehearsal, and I was like, hey, you know what? Why don't we learn the song and just record a little gang vocals as well?
So we all
Yeah.
kind of stood in the booth and did the thing.
We
It
did
was,
so
it
many
was a
things.
fun experience because I hadn't done that before.
We take jumping, we did take singing like a drunk guys at like a festival, you know?
You know what I mean? What'd it take, like 2 hours of just standing goofing off?
It was awesome.
But I mean, for like 20 seconds of audio, but I mean, it was fun.
No,
It worked, you
If
know?
you're having fun and you
Yeah.
got 20 seconds of audio out of it, like, there's
Yeah.
worse ways to waste your time.
Yeah, for sure.
And if you listen closely here, we were like, we were being so silly. It's like you can hear us laughing and like joking in the background. And I was gonna cut it, and I was like,
No,
it
it's
kind of
cool.
adds
It's
to
kind
it.
of
Yeah.
natural, because it's
Fun.
natural, you know, it has that feel to it. I think that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, how much do you want to play?
Should we do up to this course? Just go
Yeah,
here.
sure, yeah.
And then everyone else can listen to it on May 17th when it comes out on all platforms.
Not released yet.
Yeah.
Soon
So-
enough.
I mean, that's the thing that I did want to mention. May 17th, that's your show at Atria,
It
right?
is.
Yes, we have a show at the Atria with
Looking forward to
Nicholas.
it.
Yeah.
I'm out of town actually. My sister's getting married, but
Oh, well, congratulations to her.
yeah.
Yeah.
But like that looks like it's going to be a really awesome show. If you're watching, you should definitely think about going to that.
Yeah.
We had a great time playing there last time, so we're really looking forward
Right.
to it.
Yeah, we got our friends Vandal Hearts, which
They just played recently there.
Yeah. No, I was at that one. I
Yeah,
recorded
yeah,
video
yeah.
for
So I
Yeah.
saw some of their videos. I was like, yeah, it's gonna be great.
yeah,
'Cause they got a lot of energy.
Yeah.
So it'll be cool.
Lizzie, their lead singer, is one of our friends from school. And,
Okay.
Yeah, and I was talking to her. She was like, "Oh, I've been writing some songs. Like, you should get a band together." And then she was like, "All right, let's do it." I'm so happy we got to do a show with them. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I know the drummer. I think her name's Maddie. I know she used to do a Long McQuaid rock band.
Right.
Because they were two
Yeah.
programs that ran that I was in. So I remember seeing her drum. I was like, yeah, really great drummer. So it's cool to.
That's where I know you from.
Yeah,
I
that's-
remember that.
Yes, it was Mark Wiley.
Yeah.
He ran a band series.
Yeah, and you guys were
Yeah,
here
we
for
were here at the
222.
222, and we
Yeah.
played some shows. Yeah. So it'll be really great show.
Yeah, we've been preparing a full, or not an all new set, a pretty new set, including, I think we're going to be playing I Think I'm, because that's the release date of I Think I'm. So that'll be fun. We're also playing Nonsense, which is
Nonsense.
our newest song right
That
now.
one came out. When was that, like
Month ago?
February, March? I think it was
February.
early. It was early March.
Was it really?
Early March. Early
Well, like,
March.
funny thing with that song, because I was in a meeting recently with some city people who were like, you know, we're trying to do more like live music, kind of like outdoor stuff in the summer, but we just don't want a bunch of metal bands. And I'm like, and they're like, you know, that's all that anyone's doing in this city. I'm like, shut up. Here. And I pulled up that song from your Instagram. I was like, these guys are like kind of some high school age, like local band that's like just doing this on their own. And they're, holy crap, what? Like, so you guys are really kind of like, you're doing something that's different enough that it's getting actually the right kind of attention here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
right?
for sure.
We're really trying to just push the sound, not only just like have something different around Oshawa, which is great. I feel like we're kind of like broadening the music scene, but also I don't think there's any other bands that sound like us. Yeah.
Well, it's not in the scene, no. Like, I haven't heard anything. But I think it just become, like, it's because originally, like we said, had to include trumpet, had to include violin for the first album. But now, even when we play cover songs, we're adding that to it.
Yeah.
So it's elements that you wouldn't hear in the original song anyway.
Oh,
Right.
We're doing Killing of the Name.
Killing of the Name.
Okay.
It's crazy.
And, you know, like, the solo with, like, the whammy pedal, we're getting the violin to play that.
And she doesn't have any effects. She's just like sliding her hand around.
Sliding, and it
So
sounds
sick.
really awesome.
Well, it's
Like,
cool because the violin just has so many movements no
Oh,
other
yeah.
instrument can do, right?
And Annie, she has perfect pitch. So literally, I'll like sing, be like, "Hey, can you do this?" La da da, and she'll be like, "All right," and it makes
She'll just play right away, yeah.
so awesome, yeah. And for that song, what else are we doing? We're doing like a weird the verses are like kind of like a jazz type
Yeah,
thing.
it's
really
like kind of
weird,
like a
yeah.
surfer rock jazz
Okay,
thing in
okay.
the verses, you know what I mean? Just trying to switch things up, you know,
'Cause
make it our own.
We can't do the same as Rage because no one can do it as good as them.
Right.
Yeah.
So you just gotta kind of reinvent.
No, and like, well, it's one of the. That's a song that everyone does covers of.
Yes.
I think just because they like screaming the F word on
It's
stage.
yeah, you know what?
It's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? But like, I've seen DJs do it. I've seen metal bands do it. I've seen country bands do it.
Really?
Like, everyone eventually does a cover of this song,
Of course.
right?
Yeah.
And like, I'm not saying it's an unoriginal thing. I'm saying it's really good that you're doing it and changing it in an interesting and new way, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because I think in the world of like performing to a crowd, it's good to have originals, but it's very unlikely that a room of 200 people will all know your originals.
Yeah.
But when you're doing covers, it's very likely that everyone will know them.
Absolutely.
Right? Like, it's a good way of kind of getting the crowd engaged,
For sure.
right? It's just you find a balance between how much original content and how much like kind of rearrangement
It's
stuff.
also good, like, when you pick it out, like, your covers, you know, you want to have the crowd pleaser songs. Like, you got to have the
Yeah.
Mr. Brightside in there. Because everyone's,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Everyone's going to know that.
Yeah.
So just stuff like that. Really, I think, engages the crowd more at shows. Because, you know, you play an original, there's going to be people there who know it. But when you play, like, a classic song, you know, it really, I think, makes the performance click.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
Sorry.
no, go ahead.
I was gonna say, whenever we do a song like that, we always try to switch it up a little bit. Also, like, we're doing "Come Together" by the Beatles, right? But we're doing it a bit heavier with obviously some violin and trumpet in there. Yeah. But I think it's really important that whenever we're doing a cover, to still have it recognizable and fun and get the crowd going, but also kind of be like, hey, this is who we are. This is the kind of music we make, you know?
Well, and I think that's what's good about covering a song that's like really frequently covered is it shows your band absent from like the songwriting element of it.
Yeah.
Right? And like, what are you doing?
Yeah, sure.
No, I mean, okay, bit of a change direction though, because you said you started off doing mostly like recording stuff. How'd you start doing live performances and gigs? Like, where'd that come from?
Well, what it was is when I met Max beginning of last year, he was like I met him and I was showing him my album stuff and we were just chatting about music and then I found out that he's just wicked guitar player. He's so insane. Anyway, so then he's like, let's get a band together. Got a band together, and the whole purpose of the band at first was to play the album and just like
Just play live.
just
in
to
general,
kind of
you know.
advertise me as an artist a bit. And then when I was working with the band, then later I was like, oh no, this is way bigger than myself. This is a group project. This is something that we're all collaborating with. And we made the switch, work on this album together. But then, really, I think firstly we're like a big performance band. So most of our rehearsals just like us jumping around and going crazy and, you know, simulating performances.
Yeah, I think with like, because we've done a lot of rehearsing over the last year, I think now we're finally building up like enough of a catalog that we can get out and play. Because like we've played the 222 back in like November, I think it was. We've played at the Atria, But I think this summer, or just even now, like onward, we really want to get out there and kind of showcase what we've been working on.
Well, like I've seen you guys are on the bill for what is it, Whippy Rib Fest?
Whippy Rib
Yes.
Fest. Yes.
That's a big one.
That's gonna be real fun.
So when I was like, I sent that email, I think last year, like, but it was too late, and they're like, oh, we'll consider you for next year, and I completely forgot about it. And then this year, I opened my email, and it's like,
you have been selected.
hey, hey, you want to open for the Trues? And I'm like, hell yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
Like, where'd that come from?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We'll take it though. It's gonna be great.
Right.
And now that we have like enough of a catalog that every performance we have like a different set and a different like show, really. Yeah.
And we can kind of change up the set a little bit because I think we've practiced these songs for so long. It's like put them in different slots. Try something new.
Yeah.
Like you gotta have like hills and valleys on the set list, but I think that's something that we're working on in rehearsals. Not just learning new material, but also like trying different set lists so we can like bring them
actively
out.
thinking about the on-stage element to what you're going to be doing, right?
Or even just like rocking out and having stage presence down in the basement when no one's watching because it translates up to the stage.
Right.
Yeah. Something we've been focusing on a lot right now was the transitions, because a lot of bands like they'll like play a song, it's like the coolest thing ever, and then like stop for a second, and then it's like
okay, well the next one is
tune up a little bit, but like I think what makes a really good band, whenever I go to see like big production live shows, they're always so tight with the transitions. It'll
there's
be
no dead time.
That's what I mean. Like it's like thank you, lights go black for a second, but then all of a sudden it's like they plug in real quick, lights back on, they're playing again.
Or it's like band fades out and then there's like a bass.
There's like a bass solo, and then it'll like the band all come in or something. I think that really makes it.
Right, like having a flow to the whole thing, where it's like there's no opportunity to look away from the stage.
Yes, like you want the start of the show, like you're like boom, we're here, and then throughout it you want to be able to maintain energy with the crowd, or I guess not energy but interest. And I think you do that by having that just tightness.
Yeah. So I guess another thing I kind of wanted to get into here is like, what's the future of this look like for you guys? Where are you trying to take it?
As of right now, I think we just want to get out there, you know, like
fun,
play shows and have some fun. But I mean, who knows where it's gonna go, because like crazy things happen. So maybe book some bigger shows, maybe not, but hopefully.
Yeah, we've been eyeing some venues.
Eyeing some people.
Yeah.
Want to call them out right now? Come on, Biltmore, give them a show.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know if I can talk about that yet.
Not yet.
I don't.
Hey, we'll see.
Yeah,
We'll see.
But like, so the reason I'm asking about it is because like you guys are still young enough that a lot of venues can't book you.
Yeah.
Right? Like in the world of like, look, live music is largely funded by selling alcohol at a bar, right?
Oh yeah.
Which means if you're not 19, you're not allowed to be in the room. Right? And sometimes they make exceptions to that.
Yeah.
Right? But like you'll find once you guys all kind of start turning old enough that there's way more opportunities that show up for you, right?
Yeah.
Because even like we'll get our license. You can drive into Toronto. There's tons of venues around there that you can start playing.
A big reason why I love Oshawa though for the music scene is because we have stuff like the Atria where Dino's doing those all ages shows and like really just letting anyone perform, and then Brendan running the 222 local jams. It's just really like they're really showcasing the youth here, and I don't think there's any other place near us where we can.
I think that's one of the best
anywhere.
things about Oshawa, like just like that 222 jam. Because I know there's shows here and there, but like you'll see people from all over the community come in for those jams, and it's really just like fun. Even if you're not performing, or like sometimes you'll go with the intent of not performing, and Brendan will be like, "Hey man, come on up."
Yeah,
it's a great
neat.
yeah, it's a great spot.
No, but and the reason why it's like that is because for 2, 3, 4 years during COVID, it was just slowly dying.
Like it died, but
it died. And then as we came out of COVID, it was like we need to have like entry points.
Yes,
to
for sure.
it, right?
I feel like people had like just nothing for a while.
Right.
So there needed to be something for the community to finally get back together and start. I think the jam is a great spot to do all that because
No, and like I've been talking with Dino a lot lately, and he's wanting to expand doing like the kind of all ages shows.
Yeah. Well, because like you're bringing out a lot of people. Like
Right.
There's people who maybe they've never heard of the Atria before, and you're like, hey, we have this like new up and coming band. They're playing there, and they're really like, really, and you get a lot more people involved in the scene.
Yeah.
But really, who hasn't heard of the Atria?
Okay, well,
That's
fair point.
That's the one that everyone's heard of because
Yeah.
it's been there forever.
But I mean, at least bringing people there, because like my first
Right.
time there was jamming there, and I went in there. It's a cool place. There's like great
Yeah.
people there. You
I love
meet
the venue,
you meet
yeah.
people there who, you wouldn't meet otherwise, and they're really cool.
No.
Yeah.
And like, here's where I can't talk about stuff, but there's an announcement coming with respect to Schwa Studios at Atria, and that's all I'm gonna say about that.
Okay.
I'll tell you guys when we're off the air.
All right.
All right.
But what else do you guys want to talk about here? Anything?
I don't know. That's pretty much all we've been up to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here, what do we at on time? Check this. 40 minutes. Yeah, I mean, why don't we just do a couple musical performances and then we'll call it there.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
sounds great.
Thank you.
All right.
All right.
Thank you for coming, you guys.
Yes,
Of course. Thank you so much for having
Thanks so
us.
much.
All right, so this song is "Hello Future Self" off of the first album, "Bottom of the World." It's the only ballad we've ever written. Only ballad I've ever written. Yeah. And I like doing this one. You like doing this one?
I do like this one.
Hello, future self. I hope you're happy. Why ain't I happy yet? Hello, future self. I hope you still love doing what I love. I hope that I get to smile. I hope that it lasts a while. I hope that I get to be who I wanna be. I hope I keep making art. I hope that it fills my heart. I hope that I get to be who I wanna be. Hello, future self. I hope you still love doing what I love. Hello, future self. I hope they listen. Ain't no one listening yet. Hello. 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 I hope that I get to smile. I hope that it lasts a while. I hope that I get to be who I wanna be. I hope I keep making art. I hope that it fills my heart. I hope that I get to be who I wanna be. Hello, future self. I hope you're happy. Why ain't I happy yet? Hello, future self. I hope you listen. Ain't no one listening yet.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'll take it.